Hey everybody, how you doing? IntoWeapons back again with you. Wanted to do a quick video on the bayonet I received with my Century Arms International vz.58, which is a clone of the vz.58 from Czechoslovakia. This came as a package. It came with a couple magazines, a sling, and the bayonet, which is original military surplus, which is kind of neat. Now, I'm more familiar with the AK type style variant bayonet, so this is a little bit new to my collection. Wasn't able to find a whole lot of information available on these particular bayonets, but I really didn't do a whole lot of research. I tell you, one place that I always find a lot of information on when I do researching on AK or AK variants or other rifles type such as this is gun websites, and man, he really has got a lot of information out there. It always seems like his website comes back with the information I need when I'm doing my research. So he's got a great video available on the different variations of the Czechoslovakian vz.58 bayonets. I'm going to put a link down to that video and his website, or I should say his channel, down below. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and check him out if you're not already familiar with him, which I'm sure most of you are. As far as I can tell with the information he provided, this is a pretty usual, or a pretty standard variant, I should say. It is a one rivet, so it's got just the one rivet there. It does have another kind of filler here, so I'm guessing there is a rivet under here as well. So this might even be a two rivet with just the second rivet covered up. As you can tell, it does have that wood impregnated plastic, which a lot of people think it's Bakelite, which it's actually not. That's what I originally thought. A lot of people actually call it beaver barf, which I think is a funny name for it, but it does match the handguards here, as you can see on the VZ-2008, as well as the pistol grip, which is kind of nice. So it's got that wood look to it, which is kind of cool. It brings you back to the more traditional com block look. It does have a number on here. I believe it's Z1391. Obviously that doesn't match the rifle in any way. And on the other side here is 013. I assume one's probably a serial number, and I assume one's probably a batch number or something, like maybe a mold number. Not really sure on that, but if anyone has information on those numbers, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, the other information, as far as I can find, it does have a half tang, which is what they're talking about right here. Some of them have none, where it just stops. Some of them have this half tang, and then some have a tang that run all the way through the handle. So I guess that is a particular variant that you can look for. And the scabbard doesn't have any writing. The scabbard is just a standard leather, as you can see here. Typically, I think they find some lettering here on this side as well. Mine doesn't have any of that, although it does look very used, so I'm guessing that this is military surplus in some way. So one rivet, no scabbard writing, half tang. That's really the only variants I could find beyond those couple things. Link down below to the websites, like I said, the gun websites. He's got a lot of good information if you're more interested on what he has available. The real neat thing about these bayonets is it doesn't actually attach like a standard AK bayonet where you go up over the muzzle brake and lock it in this way. It comes from the back side here, and you can go ahead and slide it in like this, and on the left hand side of the bayonet there's a button. You do have to depress that, and that will allow you to go all the way forward. You release that button and it locks it into place, as you can see there. So a pretty neat, interesting mechanism as far as getting it on. There's no ring that runs around the muzzle, but it does have a pretty good lock up here. It doesn't have a whole lot of wiggle room. And then to release it, you'd push this button in again and pull it backwards away from the muzzle. So again, a very different design, or a little bit different design of an AK than an AK that you're familiar with, but overall it works pretty well. These bayonets run anywhere between $7 and $20. I've seen them run as high as $50, and I'm guessing those are probably some of the variations that are harder to find, would be my guess. But overall, these are pretty inexpensive as gun websites. The guy on that website mentioned you'll find these a lot cheaper, and sometimes in gun shows and things of that nature, because people don't realize what they actually have, being it doesn't have the ring on it and you know, look like a traditional bayonet for a rifle. So he even said he sees a lot of people using these as letter openers, which I can definitely see. So you know, you can sometimes find these for very cheap at rummage sales, things of that nature, because again, people just don't realize what they have. So hope this helps somebody out. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, as always, I appreciate watching. Until next time, take it easy.